Hi everyone, just recording this video for people who have the standard KRONOS and who have not upgraded the RAM to 3 gigabytes. So this is for people who have the normal KRONOS and who are running 2 gigabytes of RAM, and the factory default in this case. The question was asked that if they purchased the KRONOS ASSAULT sample library, they want to unload the Japanese grand piano from their Preload.KSC file in order just to free up enough memory to have the preload loaded at the same time as the IrishActs sample library KRONOS ASSAULT. So this video is basically showing you how to do that. So in global mode, you probably have a setup very similar to that. So you're automatically loading the Preload.KSC on boot up. And what we need to do is obviously then merge EXs90 KRONOS ASSAULT with the preload. And in your case then, because you only have 2 gigabytes of RAM, we need to free up that memory by unloading the Japanese grand as requested. So how we do that is, in this page you actually have a sample manage tab. Just go in there and up in this corner here you have an option here called Unload All in Bank. So if you just select that and you just open that little window there, this is a list of the actual expansions that the Preload.KSC file is loading, and we want to unload the Japanese grand in this instance. So we're going to select that and hit OK. So that's after freeing up the memory by unloading the Japanese grand. So at this stage now we just want to load KRONOS ASSAULT PCG file to memory and the KSC file. So we're going to go to disk mode, and you're going to go to wherever you installed the library. So either I have 2 solid state drives in my KRONOS, so you're either going to go to your first drive or your second, and in my case it's the second. And so in here I have a folder called IrishActs, so I'm going to go in there and selecting my bank, and I'm going to load the KSC file. Now I don't want to overwrite the data that's in memory, so what I want to do is add to the existing preload. So I'm going to hit append and then I'm going to press OK. So that's loading KRONOS ASSAULT sample data to memory. And now we're going to load the PCG file. And we're going to put that into the UG bank by default. Okay, so at this stage I have all my preload loaded minus the Japanese grand piano, and in my user bank then I have KRONOS ASSAULT fully loaded. So in order not to have to do this every time we switch on the keyboard, we need to create a new preload, and we need to add that to the auto load function in global mode, so when the keyboard is booting up. So first thing we'll do is create a new preload. So we're going to go to disk, and we're going to go back to wherever you want to store this information. It's up to yourself. I'm going to pick my first solid state drive. I'm going to go to the root of this folder here. I'm going to create a new folder. So I'm in the utilities tab. I'm going to go utilities, create folder, and I'm just going to call it my preload. Okay, so I'm going to go into that folder. I'm going to switch to the save tab. I'm going to go in here, save, and save all. And I'm just going to call this my preload. Hit OK. So that's saving that. So that's basically what we have there then is the KSC file we need, which is this one. That's basically our preload data plus KRONOS ASSAULT merged together. So I need to add that to the auto list, the auto load. So I'm going to go into global, and we're going to go to the KSC auto load tab, and we're going to add a KSC file. I'm going to go to where I just saved that data. So I'm going to add my Preload.KSC, and I'm just going to hit add, and I'm going to change this now. So I want to turn off the original preload, and I only wanted to automatically load my new file. And that's basically it. So at this stage now, when you power on the keyboard, it'll automatically load this file, my Preload.KSC, and that will give you all the factory data merged with KRONOS Assault minus the Japanese grand piano. Okay, hope you find that video useful. Cheers, bye.